to give a small, glimpse about her profile. It is my honor to introduce again
Sukanya,
Shalini ma'am.
just 1 minute. One
Yes,
minute.
sure.
Surya, can we go live on YouTube before we start? Okay, so the meeting is live, Sukanya. We can start
Yes,
welcoming
sure.
ma'am, and then we'll begin the session. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Jatin. Sure. So, all the points which are major important, I've already shared. It is mentioned on my screen that today we are going to cover about empowering educators to build an entrepreneurial mindset in students. And the special guest whom I'm talking about, I would like to give a small brief introduction about her. Her name is Professor Dr. Shalini Verma, who is fondly known as Lifeaholic Shalini. She is an impact leadership coach, award winning author, and a globally respected educator. Dr. Shalini is the founder and chief visionary officer of the Samva Foundation, where she leads powerful initiatives aligned with the goal number 4 and goal number 5 that we all are aware, that is quality education, goal number 4, and goal number 5 is all about gender equality and sustainability. With 81 published books, she is one of the India's most influential voices in communication, leadership, and social impact. She has taught and mentored students across prestigious institutions, several IMs also. Also, I'm actually feeling very glad to share this about her. She's a true change maker. She has led multiple sustainability projects, empowered communities, and inspired thousands of learners. She's also a registered organ donor, reflecting her deep commitment to humanity. Please join me in welcoming the inspirational Professor Dr. Shalini Verma. In short, I would like to call her a lifeaholic Shalini, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Ma'am, please unmute yourself. You're on mute.
Namaskar, and thank you, Sukanya, for this beautiful introduction that you have given. I'm just trying to do my little bit. And
We are glad to have you on board, ma'am.
am I visible? Am
Yes,
I
ma'am, you're
audible?
visible and audible.
Yeah. Welcome to all the teaching fraternity. I'm very glad that I got this opportunity to speak to all of you uh, today on the entrepreneurial mindset. Day in and day out, we keep reading that India has a lot of employability deficit. Now, we are one of the largest population country and the youth country, and still we are struggling to have our youth employed. Um, that was one thing that gave me the trigger, and when I got this opportunity to write a book on entrepreneurial mindset, I could not have asked for more. Thank you, Goyal Brothers, especially Suresh ji, who has given me this opportunity to write a series of books. I have been writing for Goyal Brothers earlier also, and my life skills series you might have taught has been very fulfilling to the readers, and I keep on getting the appreciation on that. To cut the long story short, this one, the one that I am going to speak about on the entrepreneurial mindset, this book is a labor of 1 full year, more than one year, I think, 14 to 15 months. Then I have this book in my hand, and you can imagine how I feel as an author to have the book ready in my hand. So this is a series of 8 books, and it is called Be an Entrepreneur. So the idea was, why should why should we wait until our kids become youth and they go to the college and then get to figure out what they want to do in life? Why not inculcate this problem solving ability right in their childhood? So this was the real a bit of a nudge that I got from the publishers. And of course, because I am in the development sector and working as an NGO founder, so this was always a wish. There was always a wish to do something to bring about the change right in the childhood. So that is a little background about why a book on entrepreneurial mindset for kids as young as 6 years old. Sukanya, may I ask you to please play the presentation so that I can speak about it? A little intro about what the book is all about. The touch and feel can always be shared with you all
Sure, ma'am.
as a teaser, but then I can speak about the making of it, the features of it, and why and how and stuff like that. Yeah,
Ma'am, shall I start with the
please.
presentation slide number one?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
If you
sure.
could put it, and I could, if you put it on the share mode, I can use it.
I'll,
Uh,
I'll, I'll do that, ma'am. Just
yeah.
a sec.
Or maybe I can use it. You want
Yes,
me to
ma'am, you
use
also
it?
can use it. Yes, yes.
Or maybe you can, when if I am stuck, I will ask your help, Sukanya. Let us start. As the rights are
Sure, ma'am.
already with you, we will start. And if it is stuck, then I will switch
Sure,
off
sure.
to
Ma'am,
mine.
could you just please confirm I am on the right slide, slide number
No,
one?
that was not first. I think the intro slide we need to have, and that yeah, I cannot see the slides. I can see myself on the screen.
Ma'am, just give me a moment. One
Yeah, sure,
second.
sure. I'm so happy that I'm speaking to all the teachers from different parts of the country. Uh, my hearty welcome to you all, that you could spare some time and be part of uh, this session. Yeah, yeah. Sukanya, this is the one. You can put it on
Sure,
the
ma'am.
full screen mode. Yeah, yeah. So this is what the product is all about. Uh, I think this is Sukanya. You give me the rights. You give me the rights. I will do it. Give me 2 minutes. I'm getting the slide on the
Sure,
screen.
ma'am.
Yeah. Give me the sharing rights, please.
Ma'am, it is already with you now. You can
Oh,
share the
oh,
screen.
okay, okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible and you're audible perfectly.
Great. So here we go. Before we start, my pertinent question, we have around 300, 299, 300 teachers from all across the country attending this session. When we hear the word entrepreneurship, what first comes to our mind? Innovation, money, problem solving, startup, or unicorns? So maybe one or two answers would suffice as a sample, random sampling. We can have that. What do you think? Or maybe chat पे आप लिख सकते हो. If you could write down on the chat. Of the four, what do you feel it's uh, is entrepreneurship all about? Problem solving, very correct. I started getting the answer. Money, and in a way, all are correct, but one is more correct than the other. Problem solving, startup, innovation, startup, innovation. Uh, okay, okay, I see. Yeah, I would not say that one answer is correct, but when it comes to what is the root cause, why we get into entrepreneurship, what is the quality of the entrepreneurial mindset which leads to entrepreneurship as one of the careers? Of course, innovation has to be there. Whatever we little thing or big thing we are doing, there has to be some innovation about it. And money, of course, if we are into the business of life, the money is required. So it is not without money. Of course, we do it with money, for money, with money, and for more making more money, of course, for wealth creation, for value creation. From wealth creation to value creation, there has been a shift. Had it been 30 or 40 decades back, maybe 3 or 4 decades back, we would have spoken more about money because everything was money oriented. But now, when we talk about entrepreneurship, it is planet friendly money making. So it is more about value creation rather than only money creation or wealth creation. So one thing that comes as the origination of entrepreneurship is problem solving. There is some problem, and the my entrepreneurial mindset wants to solve it. For example, we all have heard or maybe read about this company called Fool, Phool, Fool. So the name of the company itself is Fool, which means flower in English. Now, they have come up with the recycled the flowers that are offered on the temples. They used to get to the rivers, they were drained away in the river, and it was the waste. So the company thought saw it as a problem because it was polluting the water bodies. So the founders thought saw it as a problem, and in order to solve that problem in a way that it becomes a value creation for all the parties, for the society, for the workers, for themselves, for the nation, and ultimately for the planet, they came up with the concept, okay, let us get tie up with the MCDs and collect all the waste flowers from the temple directly and process them and crush them, process them, and create something valuable out of it. So what is the origination of the Fool as a company? It's the problem solving attitude. That is what is called entrepreneurial mindset. So there is a problem and there is a solution, but a person with entrepreneurial mindset will grab that, see it, and will get into the solution mode. What can I do in order to solve the problem, which in turn will not only give me the values, but also the society and the planet ultimately will get benefits out of it. So now Fool has come up with not only the incense sticks, which is the waste flowers has been converted into incense stick, which every family in India uses incense stick. Be it any religion, we offer incense stick for our puja and prayers and stuff like that. Now, with that, there are two, three problems getting solved. So, problem solving, when we talk of, first of all, the water bodies are not getting polluted. They are not getting dumped in the water bodies. Second thing, what is being created that has generated job. Today, our leadership of the country is speaking about not being job seekers, but job creators. So, our role as teachers is more about creating the entrepreneurial mindset in the kids so that when they grow up, they don't educate themselves only to get jobs. Rather, they do something that creates job for others. So this Fool company, they have taken all the ladies, the cleaning ladies, the municipality ladies who used to work, they have trained them, and around 2000 workers, the ladies, the single income family ladies. You see, the cost of life is so difficult, so costly these days, that single income family barely survive. So now what has happened? The income generation has come to those families from the lower strata of the society. They are trained and they are working and they are doing something valuable. And the incense stick is created. Now this company is not happy, not only content with that, not satisfied with that. They want to do a step further. What they have done now, Now they have come up with a solution of something called a replacement of leather from the flower waste. They are creating a sheet of uh, leather like product, which can be used as bags and accessories and belts, and still they are very animal friendly. You don't have to have the animal skin and the hide for making the leather kind of thing. So they call it fleather. So it is a flower plus leather feather. So what I'm trying to make a point here is problem solving is an attitude which gives the way to solve the problem. Now, moving on to the next slide. So here, what you say is right. Innovation, and in food also there is innovation, there is problem solving. Startup, which had started up as a startup, is in a way to become a unicorn. Now, what is the basis? What is this BAE series all about? When we talk of this book series called BAE, and BAE is the short form of Be an Entrepreneur. It is a 8-book series, class 1 to class 8, rooted in the Indian ethos, as I told you, aligned with NEP 2020, NCF, the latest curriculum, national curriculum framework that has come in 2023, SDGs, which the United Nations had given in 2015 in the Paris Agreement. It had given 15 years of time to meet 17 goals, which is called 17 SDGs. And all the 193 countries of the world are the signatory to this United Nations Sustainable Development Goal. So it started in 2015, and by 2030 they have set certain goals in 17 different parameters. And all the signatory countries, all the countries who have ratified it, has become a signatory of it, are obligated to do certain things in terms of policy, in terms of execution, in terms of education, in terms of everything, so that it percolates down and we are able to do some substantial things in all these 17 areas. So now you can see here in India who is the custodian of SDGs. The United Nations has set the goals, 17 goals. By 2030, these 17 things are to be taken care of. But then the execution level here in India, the custodian is Niti Aayog. If you go to the Niti Aayog website, you will see every year they have this SDG index. They have come down to the district level, and on all the 17 parameters, which district is doing how and why, and which district is doing very well, which district is struggling, which district is moderately doing in that particular parameter, is color coded. So it comes directly in the purview of the Niti Aayog, and of through the states and through the district level. The data is collected and is presented before the country every year. So you can go and search, and you can get that Niti Aayog SDG 2025 report, annual report, and you can get it. And you will get to see which district is really doing good, which district is struggling, and what needs to be done. Now, why this is aligned with Mission Life? Now, Mission Life is something that India has given. India gave this, our leadership, Prime Minister Modi had given it during COP26. When we were having this COP26, India gave what the United Nations is saying, the 17 goals. Now, our country says that, okay, we will do that. But how, what kind of behavioral change is required? So for that, we have come up with Mission Life. So life here stands for lifestyle for environment. You might have seen in there are so many literature in the internet which speaks about the mission life, and there are seven core to it, seven principles to it. So when you see this book, this series of book, we have tried to inculcate NEP 2020, NCF 2023, 17 SDGs, and mission life. All these taking together, it was a task in itself. That is why I told you that for one full year, more than 1 year, in fact 15 to 16 months, we have sat together on this project, and what has come out is really, really fantastic. Now, coming to this entrepreneurial mindset, why this is the 21st century life skill. 21st century is different from the 20th century, which was the century of mass production. You have seen the factories being set up, and all the mass production has happened. Fast fashion came into being. So we recklessly, kept on producing and producing and producing without taking care of the planet, how much she can hold. So the more we produce, the more waste was generated. In 2021, I mean, in 21st century, the scenario has changed. Now the planet, mother planet, is telling us, no, 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 I cannot take any more. The kind of landfills you have created, the kind of pollution you have created, the kind of plastic menace that you have created, it is going to be it is going to be harmful for the nature, harmful for the generations and generations. See, the planet, the earth that we have inherited from our ancestors, we have to we are the custodians. We are the ones we are not the owners, we are the custodians, and in the same form we have to give it back to the keep it safe and give it back to the future generation, just the way we have inherited. So that is the thought of likening up 21st century with the entrepreneurial mindset. Be the problem solver rather than being the problem creator. So we have used value education, life skills, and ATL, Atal Innovation Labs that your schools might have subscribed with, innovation clubs and eco clubs. All these things, all these bodies, the clubs and the committees that you have, that are affiliated to these ATL innovation clubs, eco clubs, they will find this product totally aligned with what is required. Now, when we talk of capacity building, there are certain areas that are more important, and they have to be taken in the age appropriate manner. All the things are important, but then how to take it up in an age appropriate manner. For a 6-year-old child who is just in class 1, how much can you ladden up, and how much will the child be able to grasp? So keeping that in mind, we have done the chapterization in such a way that there are what you see to my right are the key skills, life skills that have been highlighted. And to my left, you can see, like book 1 and 2, there are 8 and 9 chapters respectively, which focuses on self-awareness, empathy, care for home, school, and neighborhood. This is what is the immediate surrounding of a child. A child will not understand that what entrepreneurship is all about, but the child will definitely understand that there is a problem and there is a solution to it. And every chapter has a story and kind of scenario where the problem is given, and the child with his friend or the family members or the teachers tries to solve the problem. And then they try in their endeavor to try to solve the problem, they build that on entrepreneurial mindset. Book 3 has 10 chapters, and it deals with curiosity, which is very, very important. And most of the times, because we are very busy, we tend to ignore the child's curiosity. So just trying through the books to keep that curiosity ignited, and because that curiosity will give the child more idea how to solve the problems, why things are happening, and what is the reason it is happening, and how it can be better. All those how and what if. This is how there are several chapters which speaks about what if this is how it is and how it could have been had it been that way. So this is the kind of simulation that has been given. Collaboration and the problem sensing. There is a problem, I can sense it, and then I collaborate with my friends and try to solve the problem. I may succeed, I may not succeed. That is altogether different. But at least I have tried. Book 4 has 10 chapters, problem solving in teams. So gradually you see how the world of the child is increasing from the home and the neighborhood. The child's world is increasing and he's getting into the solving and trying to solve and sense and solve and come up with the solutions of the bigger problems. So by the time the child starts from class 1 and moves on from one class to another, the self awareness takes form of curiosity, collaboration, mm, problem solving in teams, fairness. This is right, this is not right, I should not be doing that. Why that person is dealt like that, which is very much aligned with SDG 8, which talks about the good place, the conducive place to work with, and fairness. So when you see the 17 SDGs, you'll see each of the stories aligned with one or the other 17 SDGs. And the seven life mission life. Collaboration, design thinking. Design thinking has come up as a subject now. NEP 2020 has given that moving from the rote learning to the experiential learning. This is what the NEP 2020 says, that no, don't give any child to read the story and comprehend and write the answer. The thing is, leave the story open ended and ask the child how he or she would like to end it, or how he or she would like to tackle this problem, or how he or she feels the protagonist has done it. So this is how the reflective learning has come into play, and it is all the part of the NEP 2020 and NCF 2023. Design thinking, as the child moves from 6, 7, and 8, it is in a smaller size, and it has something more deeper, and the storytelling becomes more of a case study kind of thing, case story kind of thing. From the fiction to it moves. Class 1, it is more fiction based, the stories, the grandma stories and the child stories and the teacher telling stories, the family members telling story. It gradually moves, and by the time the child reaches to the class 6, 7, and 8, all these fictional stories become the real case studies. Now, this is what is the beauty, that how it moves, the journey of the book moves from class 1 to class 8. Then ethical tech, financial literacy, which is very much important, leadership, resilience, innovation, national and global context. So now the child is, by the time child reaches to 6, 7, and 8, he's not only thinking of the neighborhood problem or the family problem, he's talking of the bigger problems that are happening. And in that context, one of the stories speaks about the Dharali village, which got washed away in the recent 2025 floods. Landslide and flood cloud burst that happened in 2025 in Himachal and the Uttarakhand areas. They were the badly hit states. So the child will read and can relate. So this is actually happening. The teachers are speaking about it. Oh my God! In the family, the parents are talking about it. They are watching it in the TV. They are reading it in the newspaper. So from the fictional stories to the fiction, real hardcore reality, the book transitions and talks about how to solve the problem. What could have been done so that Dharali kind of washing away of the entire village would not have happened? What could have been done that Kedarnath temple washing away would not have done? Why this cloud burst is happening again and again? Why are there are certain villages in our country which are drought prone? What can be done so that there is a water consciousness in the kids, that they don't waste water, they get into the water preservation mode. So all these things, from the story to the real life scenario, the book moves from one class to another. By the time the child reaches to class 8, they are talking of equity, they are talking of peace, they are talking of peace economy. So then they are talking of why Ukraine war is happening and why such things cannot be controlled. What is making it happen? Entrepreneurship for Viksit Bharat. Ultimately, the class 7 and 8 speaks about what are the things that needs to be done right now so that we are an inch nearer to Viksit Bharat, our vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. I have a little quiz for you. I have been speaking. Now, you will say, or maybe you will just put the answer, and here only one answer is correct. There are 5 questions I have put here. So, ready, all of you? You can just give me the hands up from the emoji. You can give that. Kanya, can they give thumbs up or the hands up or something? The emotions can be given. Yeah, I can see that. Yes, yes, very good. This is the kind of response that you as a teacher expect, and I am no different. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Let's get into these 5 questions. Yeah. First question is, which of these things is not a 21st century life skill? Which do you think? And in the chat, you can simply write down the number, option number. I start getting, oh my God, it's going so fast. Wow, 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 4. Yes, the answer is 4. We have moved away from the rote memorization. We are no more the followers of Macaulayan educational principles. We don't want to produce clerks and the followers who take instructions. We want the thinkers. We want the nation to have the thinkers and the innovators and the doers and the ones who take action and not the one who takes the instructions. So you are right. Memorization is not one of the tools, not one of the pedagogical tools for of learning. Payal, you want to say something? You have raised your hand. You can ask if you have any question. Sukanya, Payal has any question? I can take it up.
Yes, ma'am, I'm checking.
Yeah, yeah. Payal had raised the hand. So is there anything that I need to answer? In the meantime, I move forward. If she has question, I'll answer the question. So on to the next question. An entrepreneurial mindset means which of these? And there is one correct answer. Yeah, answers, answers, answers. Come, 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 come. Which one? 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. Very few twos and all these. Yes. Someone. The correct answer is seeing challenges as opportunity. Seeing challenges as opportunity. There are so many, like I told you, I started my session with Fool, that case study of the startup called Fool. There was a problem, it was a challenge. All the temple offering, all the flowers being offered on the temples, they were going in the river Ganga in Kanpur. So it was a big challenge. It was polluting the water body. So that was taken up through the entrepreneurial mindset and was converted into opportunity, generating so many jobs and wealth creation and value creation. So yes, correct answer here is B. Any idea about this 13-year-old entrepreneur who has started a business, a startup called Papers and Parcel at the age of 13? You can write the answer or option Yes, I can see 33333. Yeah, yeah. The answer is three. Shravana, sorry. Yeah, the answer is three. Shravan Kumaran, the child, 13-year-old. So let's not say that the child is a child. The child may have that problem solving skill so sharp that he may come up with a business idea, and with the help of others can be converted. That depends on the family background as well. Willing you are. Okay. Which pair, I'm sorry, which pair of brothers became the India's youngest app developer at the age of 12 and 14? The two siblings. Any idea? One, two, three, four. Option: Tilak and Rohan Mehta, Shravanand, Sanjay Kumaran, Ritesh Raj Agrawal, Vivek, Nikhil Sharma. The answers have started pouring in. Yes, the correct answer, yes, you got bang on, bang on. The correct answer is two. Option number two. Pravanan and Sanjay Kumaran. And let's move on to the last question. Which of these life skills is most important for Atmanirbhar Bharat? An obvious question, it may seem, yeah. And the answers are coming two, 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 all two. Yes, 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 yes. At your shoulders, all of you. We know what we are talking. We know what we are listening. Yes. So this was a little, warm up exercise that I'm going to book one. It has 8 chapters. It has 8 chapters. Just a sec. 8 chapters. Starts with the chapter theme, values, which value it infuses. 21st century life skills aligned SDGs. There are a couple of SDGs of the 17 which particularly the chapter is aligned with, and then learning objective and the learning outcome. So there is an opening story, as I told you. For book 1, 2, and 3, we have followed the storytelling method, a very fictional mode. So there is a fiction, and there is a picture, that comic strip kind of thing, which has been used. Rhyme time has been used so that a child gets some hang of learning new words and the rhyming part, so that apart from this core concept, the ancillary skills are also imbibed into it. My learning capsule. So there are for A to D. There in learning capsule there are learning trackers, which has A maybe a fill in the blanks, B maybe a match the following, C maybe true and false, D maybe correct the sequence. So this is how it progresses. And the last thing we have given is the art card, craft card, wherein there the experiential learning comes into play. And the most striking part of this series, the entire series, is beyond the learning, beyond the classroom learning. So in the learning part, what you learn in the class with the teachers and the classroom scenario, you learn something beyond that. So a QR code has been given, and it is a real story of a child prodigy who has done great and has been recognized, awarded by the government of India, and that is given as a QR code. The child, with the help of the elders, scans the QR code, and it immediately takes you to the companion website where the story has been given and the related content has been given. So this is how it moves. For chapter book 1, 2, and 3, we have the same storytelling method and this comic strip and the same style. From 4 onwards, there is a slight change because skill lab activity has been given, real life trigger has been given. I told you that cloudburst and the flooding and the droughts. So real life scenario has been taken and some situation has been created around it. So this is how it goes on. Class 5, as I told you, that learning tracker, it increases. There is a comic prompt. The child does the skit kind of thing. Some quick facts with big impact. So this is again extended learning. Some very quick facts based on what is happening, and the government policies and how it is helping and how the different startups have become what they have become with the boost from the government and the policies, and what are the avenues for such kind of things, and what can be availed, because most of the time, so if you are getting into the didactic mode, only the things, only the academics, and not giving what is the how the government is helping you out with these things, you are some way or the other leaving the child unanswered the questions that he she may have in his mind. So with that, we have, with in order to take call on that aspect, that gap, we have this quick facts, big impact. Like there is a story of Ambikapur, where there is a restaurant which doesn't charge you for your khana, they doesn't charge you for your meal. What you have to do is just have 1 kilo of plastics, just kilo of plastic that you have you have picked, you just go and give it to them, and you have full meal. So that is something very innovative. So in India is a country where so many bright brains are working towards solving the problem. So that Ambikapur story is there. Then there is a story of how the kids have innovated, and they are also felicitated for awarded for coming up with an app, the safety app for the girl child. Then there is I mean, all those people being awarded through the Atal Innovation Lab, the different schemes that the government has for the government schools as well as the private schools. So they have been given as the extended reading, the QR codes that I told you, chapter and factual story. This is something that I have not seen in the school books here in India. As of now, I have not seen. If I have not seen, it might my knowledge might be limited, but then I'm very happy that this is the kind of thing that we could do and make it happen. Don't limit the child only to the pages of the book, but extend beyond the classroom learning. Do something by doing, do something by discussing, do something by taking up the projects. So this kind of pedagogical tool has been implemented in these books. 6 and 7, as I told you, that all the real things have come into play, and these are seven. These are the chapter numbers keep increasing. Book 1 has 8 chapters, book 2 has 9 chapters, and gradually 3, 4, and 5 has 10 chapters each. 6 onwards, the chapters get increasing, 12, 14, and finally the child reaches to book 8. There are 16 chapters. So again, just one question that I wanted to ask you: which of these life skills do you think schools struggle to teach most effectively? Now you know the answer better, rather than me. So they all are there. We all find it little difficult to teach if it comes to teaching, but which, and your answers may differ. There is no one answer to that. What do you think? And maybe you can write one word in the chat so we get to understand. Uh, the word would be required. One means what? Creativity is difficult to teach. 3 means Aarti and Sheetal, and Minakshi says 4, empathy. Shiv Kanya says 1, creativity, teaching creativity is difficult. Some Smriti says, I missed out. Sachin, creativity. Suchi says creativity. Dipesh, 3, resilience. Oh, the child is becoming restless these days. Manisha says 1. And most of you say creativity is the biggest problem, and resilience, 1 and 3, is the majority of you feel that 1 and 3 is something that is very difficult to be taught. So now my question to you is, how we don't have solution to all the things. I don't have answers to all the questions. So so Kanya, can we unmute the participants and take some
Yes,
questions,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
some
am giving the
experience
answer.
sharing? Yeah.
Yes, please. Just a second.
So may you may please raise your hand and please share your challenges, and maybe we can some other.
Ma'am, you are on mute, please. You have to unmute yourself. Yes, now you're audible.
How long I have been on mute?
It's by a mistake, ma'am. Sorry for that.
Okay.
Only for a second you were on mute.
Okay. You want me to repeat something, Sukanya?
Ma'am, I've given the access to all the participants. They can
Yeah.
unmute themselves.
Aarti Mittalji, please unmute yourself. If you want to come on camera, I would be more than happy to see you. And then you please share your experience. What is a challenge that?
Good evening, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Why
Am
am
I
I getting unmuted every time, Sukanya? Just a minute.
am I
Yeah, Aarti
audible?
ji. Yes, you are audible. You are
Oh,
visible as well.
Okay. Good evening, ma'am. Myself Aarti Mittal from Bluebird Senior Secondary School, as I am class teacher of class third.
Ji.
So the basic challenges which I am facing in my class, the main problem, the student, they are extra active.
Ah,
They are extra
okay.
active. If
Uh-huh,
if I try to make them busy in one activity,
uh-huh.
quickly they learn that activity and they want to learn the new thing. So this is the problem.
Is a problem? Is
This
it?
is the basic problem because we have to cover the syllabus also.
True,
And
true, true.
when I entered in the class, they always want to do different activities.
So how do you deal with it, ma'am? How do you do it? You have
Ma'am,
to finish
after
the syllabus
completing
as well.
after actually as I am teaching English and EVS as well as, so
Uh-huh.
I conducted 2 or 3 activities. But
Okay.
in my class there are 30 to 35 students, five
Mm-hmm.
or four students. They are lazy in work, but rest of the students were super active. If I wrote 5 or 6 question on the board, suddenly, quickly, they completed their all work and they started thinking, now, Aarti ma'am, please do one other activity. So this is the basic task because students, they are super active.
Right, right. Ma'am, have you identified those super active and the lazy ones? Because being a class teacher, we have a keen eye on everyone's activities. So maybe some kind of teamwork, like 4 or 5 students clustered together, and the project is given, and then there will be a inter-team competition kind of thing. So maybe what will happen? The lazy ones will be pulled up and the hyperactive ones will not be congregated into one cluster. So what will happen, there will be an even level playing in the class. This happens to me as well. When I'm teaching to my oldies, I mean, I am a management professor, so obviously, so that is something that happens. The people who are attentive, they know they want to do everything very fast. So what I
Yes.
do normally is I make small groups, the teamwork, and that helps also, you know. So I do that. Little I engineer that team in a way that there are two lazy ones, two hyperactive ones. I have hyperactive ones and one who is a kind of average student. And then everyone, the hyperactive ones will slow down, the lazy ones will be made to work because of the peer pressure that is created. I mean, I this is my way. That I mean, I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. But what do you think? Is it doable in your class? Is it? Can you try that?
Ma'am, I tried it many times. In fact, I want to share one last year experience for my class.
Mm-hmm.
All of my class, they always want to participate in all the activities, means the dance, the poster, each and everything, girls. But boys, they are lethargic. So
Okay.
last year, last year I gave one task to the boys that I
Mhm,
provided them 2 or 3 charts. This is the chart for the Christmas Day decoration, and
mhm,
I created three groups of the boys, and actually I converted in a competition. That this is the
mhm,
group and this is the group of boys. So I provided three charts of the boys. I
mhm,
asked that today you are having 1 to 8 period in the class, and
mhm,
10 period girls also having. So this is your task. How beautifully you present your chart for the
mhm,
Christmas Day. And
mhm,
girls, they are so creative. They have completed their work before the lunch, and the boys, they are in team. They are
mhm,
in, but still they are not able to complete their work
mhm.
within the 2 days.
Okay. So, can we have some answers from the other teachers? I see that we have more than 60 people in this virtual room. So, can anyone help uh, finding a doable situation, feasible action to this that can help? Maybe team was one thing that I shared with you. So I would really appreciate if we make this discussion interactive rather than there is one challenge that has been brought on the fore. So maybe how do you deal it? Do you also face such problems? If you face, how do you deal with that? One or two answers would really help. Then we will move on to the next challenge. Yes, Dharti Gupta ji.
Good
Yes.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, Dharti. You have
Ma'am,
a
we can
beautiful
do.
name.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we
Yeah.
can shift some girls and boys teams so that they can collaborate and make the work easier and faster.
या दैट इज वन वे जेंडर इक्वालिटी का एसडीजी 5 आ जाएगी हमारे अंदर हमारे ग्रुप में एक इक्वालिटी डीईआई जैसे आप आगे बढ़ेंगे ना फोर्थ में सॉरी क्लास 9 10th ऑनवर्ड्स एंड द अंडर ग्रेड्स एंड द पोस्ट ग्रेड्स लेवल में there is and also in the corporate world they are talking of DEI, diversity, equity and inclusivity. So yeah, if we bring that kind of gender equality in the team distribution, that could be a very scientific way of dealing with the situation. Why? Because there is a tendency not only in the kids but also we as grown-ups, we want to have that team cohesion. We want to work with people who we are comfortable with, and in that age group the girls will be comfortable with working with the girls and the boys will be comfortable working with the boys. So, but then if we could bring in this kind of diversity and inclusivity and equality in terms of gender, I think that is a very good way because in a very subtle manner we will be tackling the DEI matter in that early age in life. Very good way. Thank you. One more suggestion can be given about this.
खट्टी मीठी इंजेक्शन हाँ ले आऊंगी खट्टी मीठी इंजेक्शन
Anyone else would like to contribute any answer? Okay, then we move on to the next question. Next challenge. Is there any other challenge that we want to discuss on? Creativity की बात हो गई. Collaboration, resilience, empathy. Because most of the answers were either 3 or 5. So 3 we have dealt just now. For 5, the kind of challenge that you are facing, 1 or 2 challenges may be shared, and then we can discuss about how different people are dealing with that situation. Do we have anyone? You would like to share your challenges and how you deal with that? Is there anything written on that? Yeah. Yes. How to make in students empathetic. Meenakshi ji is asking how to make students empathetic. Uh, Empathy is something that needs to be that is of most important thing. Now, example, let's have a scenario teaching kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is call it scenario teaching, scenario planning, or maybe in a little technical word, we call it simulation, wherein we put this situation before the students and ask them, okay, this is what is she is so and she has not brought khana today. She has forgotten her lunch today. So how are we going to deal with that? And then you see the behavior of the child. Okay, some will be very proactively, they would be coming, I would offer, I am ready to share my lunch. The other maybe will be quiet. The other maybe, so that these are the small scenarios that can be created to bring in that quality of empathy. Or maybe we can have someone who is struggling with numbers, maths, or maybe English. Someone is struggling, and then is there any way that we could help that person out? So uh, we can see that some people, some kids would be very willing to help, and some will not be willing to help. So those who are willing to help, they may be clapped for, or maybe appreciated publicly, that see, this is what she has done, and this shows the empathy, quality of empathy. So then the others will also learn, and gradually and slowly that would come. Meenakshi ji, could I answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, empathy is very important. Someone who has spilled the water, and the others are laughing, or the simple thing. I mean, the kids always have in the class. I mean, most of the time, some person has made a blooper, slip of tongue ho gaya, and the other everyone laughs, and then there can be a small lesson. See, this is what he or she has done. We all laughed, and if we do and others laugh, then how do you feel? This is a very small example, very common example. We can say that, see, this is empathy. Empathy is nothing but putting yourself into that person's situation and seeing how that person feels. So, right? So yeah. Yeah, yes, Huma ji, Huma Rafiq ji.
Yes, ma'am. Just
Mute yourself.
I just wanted to say about empathy. I think if we have some live lessons in our class with scenario-based live lessons where a
Yes.
student can play the role, I think that would also would it be very effective?
Very correct. That would be
Yes,
very effective.
yes. The scenario-based, when the students play the role for having other person as the meaning of the empathy is also like this, that the person can can relate their self at the same
Mhm.
situation.
Yeah,
Can also
yeah, very correct. Or sometimes, I sometimes what I do is I make a mistake deliberately sometimes in the class,
yes,
and then
yes,
I would allow the students to laugh, and then I would say,
yes.
okay, I can make mistake. It's okay to make mistake. So what? So that way we
Then
are
only,
making the
then
child
only we
little.
can have the real reaction of the students.
Yeah, that is also a way. No, what I was saying is like, at this stage, in the formative years, if we as parents, we as teachers are able to infuse the feeling of failure is fine. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes.
Yes,
If I have made mistake, it's not a big deal. Come on, we can make a mistake. It is doable. I mean, so because most of the time the teachers, the students, for students, the kids of that age, teacher is the idol who is always right. They will fight with their parents that नहीं, मेरे
yes,
टीचर ने कहा है ये एकदम सही होता है, राइट?
yes.
तो जब हम गलती करके अगर बोले कि हाँ ठीक है, मैंने गलती कर दिया, ओके, इट्स फाइन, आई मेड मिस्टेक, सो मतलब once or twice or thrice in a while, if we say, then the child will also understand that, okay, my teacher can also make mistake, my mom can also make mistake, my sibling can also make mistake, and it is okay to accept failure. सो
Yes,
ये चीज जो है ना, आजकल जो रेजिस्टेंस बहुत ज्यादा हो गया है, मुझे हमेशा फर्स्ट होना है। एक तो पेरेंट्स की भी एक्सपेक्टेशन इतना ज्यादा है, द पेरेंट्स एक्सपेक्ट द चाइल्ड टू बी ऑल राउंडर, दे शुड प्ले क्रिकेट, दे शुड डू पेंटिंग, एंड दे शुड डांस, एंड दे शुड बी द टॉपर. Now, this
yes,
kind of expectations if the parents have, it's difficult sometimes to meet the expectations, keeping the child also, child will learn in his her own pace. Archana ji, you are saying, you have raised your hand. Please share your. And Archana Deshmukh ji, please.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
As I am a teacher of standard first, I'm
Mm-hmm.
teaching EVS to the students.
Mm-hmm.
When I teach them the lesson like trees, okay, so I will take my students on ground in
Okay,
types
wow.
of trees, parts of plants. So they will understand the lesson very nicely and they will eager to learn and they are very eager to give answers to me. So it is a very nice and it's very nice experience to me. So always I took them whenever such lessons are there, I always took them on the ground.
Very good.
And always they
And
are asking me, ma'am, when we are going on the ground and which lesson today you are going to teach like that.
yeah, yeah, this is a very, very fantastic idea. Thank you for sharing, Archana ji. This is what NEP 2020 is saying as experiential learning. Make the child feel it. Now, when we talk of germination, my grandchild who is not even in class one, is in the in the primary. The teachers asked them to bring the seeds, the gram soaked gram, and then the kids were made to put, with the clay and the soil, and they were made to put that gram seed into it, and they, for 1 week, it was kept with their names written. And after 1 week, when it germinated, the children were happy like anything. This is again is a very good example of experiential
And
learning. The
one thing,
child
ma'am,
has
in our
learned.
school, we are also doing the same. In our school, also
Yes,
germination, we are doing
fantastic,
the same. Yes,
fantastic,
during Navratri, we did, ma'am, that too.
fantastic, fantastic. I'm so
And
happy that,
daily students are observing that how much it grows. They are daily
yes.
observing their pots.
Yes, yes, fantastic, fantastic. Maybe next time what you can do is you can ask them to, I mean, these are the easy things. Ask them to plant that tomato seed, or maybe the chili seed, which will grow, and the plant and the fruit will come soon. So maybe they will have that.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely, definitely.
Very good, very good. Other things that you would, in of these four, any other challenge that you have? We discussed about empathy, we discussed about creativity, collaboration, and resilience. These are, would you like to share? Because again, these are very, abstract kind of thing, difficult to be taught. So, do we have any examples of that? I see a lot of, okay. Mm, Thank you. You are liking the session. I'm happy that I could be value to your time, because time is precious, and you are giving time to this session. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Thank you. Thank you for this. I don't know why very specifically, but I felt today's students, and let me read it. It's for going off. Okay, let me read it. Madhu Kumari is saying. mm, Sukanya, how do I read it? It's going off, coming on my students and their parents also start losing their faith or trust on their school teachers. Might be because the tutors or the coaching industry. Am I right? Expected, there is Madhuji. There is no end of expectation. Let's try to be honest and ethical with what responsibility we have. We cannot please everyone. We are human beings. If we start try to please everyone, we will end up doing pleasing nobody. We will not be able to to execute our duty which we are entrusted with. So just be truthful to your duty. I am a teacher. This is what I can do. This is my limited capacity, and I'm a teacher for a time, for 8 hours, maybe 6 to 8 hours. I'm a teacher, but apart from the teacher, I'm also a mother. I'm also a family person. So most of the times, what we do is we take too much of burden on ourselves. So don't try to, because there is a limit. We are human beings, we have limitations. We cannot fulfill everyone's wishes. Even in our family, we cannot. In the professions, we can do to an extent. Beyond that, it will be very taxing to you. And at the end of the day, the other person will not be happy because her expectation is not met, and you will not be happy because you have been trying so much but still not getting anywhere near. Could I answer your question, Madhuji?
Teacher, uh,
Yes, ma'am,
hello.
I got this. Thank you.
या मतलब एक हद तक ही हम कर सकते हैं ना, क्या कर सकते हैं, वी कैन नॉट बी गॉड्स, राइट? हमसे ऐसी ही एक्सपेक्टेशन की जाती है, और हम उन एक्सपेक्टेशंस को पूरा करने के लिए भी जी जान लगाए रहते हैं. So
Exactly.
just be honest to yourself. I am a teacher. I'll give my 110% to that. Beyond that, somebody will take it to the fullest. Somebody will take half. Somebody will not be able to take. But still, I am honest to my duty. Other
Sure,
question?
ma'am.
Okay.
Hello.
Now let me come to. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Ma'am, I'm audible.
Yes, you are. Please proceed.
Ma'am, I'm from Maharashtra, Washim district. I'm teaching class 8.
Yeah.
Teaching class 8 students.
Uh-huh.
So I'm facing one problem, ma'am. I'm teaching social science to the students, but
Okay.
they are not paying attention because of this. It is my opinion. They are using ChatGPT. They are
Uh-huh.
using YouTube videos. They are having tuitions also. Because of all these things, they are not paying attention in the class.
Mm-hmm.
So how we will deal with them?
Mm-hmm. AI has become, I mean, AI is a double-edged sword. इसके फायदे भी हैं और इसके नुकसान भी
Yes,
हैं.
teacher.
And it is something that we cannot keep our children safe from. उसको आप दूर नहीं, अब जितना ज्यादा उससे डरेंगे हम as a teaching fraternity, उतना ज्यादा वो हमें डराएगा. What I have started doing is I have started using ChatGPT as a tool of teaching now. So now,
Yes,
because,
teacher.
and this is something I'm very interesting, I'm sharing. I teach in the management colleges. Initially, when this WhatsApp, before the chat, 2023, made this chat GPT became a fashionable thing in Delhi NCR. Prior to that, WhatsApp messaging was a menace in the class. These youngsters, boys and girls, they come to the management college and they would into mobile phones. So some of my colleagues would put a tray in the classroom, and they would ask, and they had made it a rule that all of you will have to submit your mobile phones on in the tray, where during my class your mobile phone should not be with you. This is one way of dealing with the situation. I was a little creative person. I said, my class, you have to come with a mobile phone and the headphones. And now the children were, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the students were puzzled कि ये क्या हो रहा है. किसी के क्लास में तो मोबाइल अलाउ नहीं होती है, और ये मैम बोल रही है कि मोबाइल, you bring mobile and the headphones also. So they were very excited. Everyone came with the mobile phones and the headphones. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to give them the audio lessons, the podcasts,
Yes.
the good podcasts. So, what is there is they would not talk. And by the time they are listening, they have to, at the end of the day, and there is a 10 minutes podcast. And based on that 10 minutes ka podcast, they will have to do that 20 minutes ka activity. And for that, they will have to just 1 minute, huh? Just 1 minute.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Sorry about that.
Hi, Vibhu.
So what has happened is, because I teach something which calls for a lot of listening. Listening is becoming a dinosaur these days. It's getting extinct. No one is listening. Everyone wants to speak. Right. So that
Yeah,
podcast,
teacher.
that listening part became the integrated in my courses. And because they have to listen, and if they listen carefully, then only they will be able to do it. Maybe you can try that as well. Rather than having the personal headphones, asking the children to bring the personal headphones, maybe some audio may be played, and then you give a instruction in the very beginning that you listen carefully, and based on that you are going to be given the quiz, and the people are very happy about that quiz. I mean, we will have to innovate.
Teacher, hello, ma'am. But
Yeah.
we don't have a smart board each and every classes, and we are and school principals are not allowed to
Okay.
give the students. They are not brought this mobile phone.
Okay.
They are just 800 boys.
I,
Means class 800.
okay. So maybe you can play a audio clip from your mobile. Is it allowed or not allowed? Depends on the
Yeah,
school.
it is allowed. Yeah, it is allowed, ma'am.
So maybe you can put some podcast, and there are so many good podcasts, so many good
Yes,
ones
teacher.
related with you. If even if you take the YouTubes and you only segregate, there are tools nowadays to segregate the video from the audio and play the audio only. And listen to this 6 minute, and 6 minute is a good time for the for the human brain attention span. They listen to it, and based on that you design some quiz. They will do it. I think in social sciences, the subject like social sciences, it will be a good experiment, and try to do that and see um, if that helps. Because the moment, or if they are using chat gpt, if they are not allowed to bring the mobile phones, how are they using chat gpt? Is in the class or at home?
Isn't in the class at home, because they having very good knowledge about the subject because
Uh,
of the ChatGPT, because of the
got
YouTube,
it.
because of that all the things they are not. We are teaching I
Hmm,
know when I was in
hmm,
child, so
hmm,
that time if can I speak some Hindi word?
hmm.
हम जब छोटे थे तो हमें ऐसा एक दिन भी अगर स्कूल से घर पे रह जाते तो हमें ये सब याद रहता था कि अब ये लेसन हमें कभी भी दोबारा पढ़ने को नहीं मिलेगा.
Hmm,
Okay, but they
hmm,
have lots of options. So
hmm, hmm.
because of that thing, they are not paying attention in the class.
I understand. In a way that they feel that the teachers have become redundant. उनकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है. ये मैम नहीं पढ़ाएगी तो मैं इस चीज को कहीं और सीख लूंगा.
Yeah. Yeah.
ये टेंडेंसी तो आई है मैम. आई एग्री टू दैट. लेकिन जो ये प्रॉब्लम है ना अपना, कि वो सब कुछ आगे आगे करते हैं, कीप सम सरप्राइज एलिमेंट इन द क्लास, ताकि दे आर ऑन देयर टोज. Let them study, and then give them surprises. Okay, you guys come and play a skit on this particular era. Maybe social sciences में अगर हिस्ट्री ले रहे हैं तो इस एरा पर आप करिए. और या फिर आप सोशल साइंसेस में आप किसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का कोई पार्ट अगर आप ले रहे हैं. ओके, आर्टिकल 19, कम एंड create a scenario and do a role play on article 19. They will be put. एप्लीकेशन लाइए मैम. आई थिंक एप्लीकेशन से कुछ फायदा होगा. बिकॉज हमारा काम है कि हम अपने आप को रिडंडेंट नहीं होने देंगे. Because it is the need of the hour. It is good
Okay.
for humanity. It is good for everyone that the teachers exist. The teachers should not become redundant. Chat gpt हमें रिप्लेस नहीं
Yes,
करेगा मैम.
teacher.
चैट जीपीटी हमें रिप्लेस नहीं
Yeah.
कर सकता है. बिकॉज हमारे साथ पैशन आता है क्लास में, हमारे साथ बहुत सारे एक्सपीरियंस आते हैं, हमारे साथ हमारी अपनी जो लर्निंग है इतने सालों की वो जाती है. तो वो चैट जीपीटी हमें रेप्लिकेट नहीं कर सकता है. आप उनको सीखने दीजिए बेशक. लेट देम लर्न फ्रॉम द चैट जीपीटी, बट देन ब्रिंग दैट एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड
Hello,
एक्टिविटीज इन
good
द
evening,
क्लास.
ma'am. Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
थैंक यू. मीरा जी,
Uh,
यस प्लीज.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Ronika David from Himachal Pradesh.
या
Ronika
रोनिका.
David from Himachal. Yes, ma'am, from
Yes.
Himachal Pradesh. Ma'am,
Meera
I
ji,
just want to
I'll
ask.
take your question after Ronika ji. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am, perfectly fine. All done.
Okay. Yeah, Ronika ji, please tell me.
Ma'am, chat GPT cannot replace us. In another way, we can give some live examples or we can
True.
some create some situation in
Yes.
such a manner that students can get attracted to that situation and start answering by themselves before
Great.
beginning the lesson.
Very correct. That is a very good idea. Maybe we can ask them that had you been into that place, that will give empathy as well. That will give the lesson of empathy as well. Had you been into this place, what would you have done?
Because sorry for the interruption, because ma'am, if we'll create any situation or
Hmm.
any live example, it is better to ask the questions from them only, then we'll be able
Hmm.
to cope up this lesson as well as interest from the
True.
student
That is
of the
another way.
students.
That is another way. That is also a very fantastic way of dealing with the situation. Good that you
Thank you
shared
very
that.
much, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Yes, Meera ji, please ask your question.
It's not a question, madam. Just I
Yes.
want to say, I'm also a social science teacher
Great.
from Maharashtra.
Great.
And as you told, yesterday was the Constitution Day.
Yes.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, you are audible,
Am I
ma'am.
audible?
You are audible. Oh, you are audible.
As yesterday was the Constitution Day. I was just explaining, and one lesson is also there. I'm taking for standard 4 social science. So the
Yeah.
lesson is on rights and duties. So I
Uh-huh.
have just made the students to do role play on
Wow.
that lesson. So
Wow.
which makes them understand easily, and they are also very much eager, madam, when we will play.
Great. So this chat
That is
GPT
very
cannot
nice.
do,
Sorry
ma'am.
for the interruption, ma'am. For the
What
social
Meera
science
ma'am is
class,
saying
so
is
I'm very
something
sorry
that
to
chat GPT
interrupt.
will not do.
Instead of playing the
That only a teacher can do.
role play, this is good idea. We can just start with the school rules and regulations. What are the
Mhm.
duties? Coming
Yeah.
on time, how to behave, how to respect. Then only I think we'll be able to form another way in the role play. It is
Very
my
correct.
viewpoint. I do not know whether it's right or not. But still, for class 4, because they're quite young to understand, but
True.
still, if they'll understand the value of the school rules and regulations, then
Mhm.
they'll be able to understand the constitution and role play about that.
Very correct. That is also you are making it into the microbytes. So once they have, they relate with they learn with something relatable. Of course, that can be expanded to the bigger rights and duties of the Constitution as given in the Constitution. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So now coming back to, we had a good discussion. Coming back to the few things that I wanted to share. The series is for 6 to 14 years of kids, teachers, coordinators, value education, life skills, ATL, innovation, eco club. This can be a resource thing for all these situations. School leaders can anyway seeking NEP compliant. You can use it. You can have some projects done by the students in terms of entrepreneurship, what they have developed, what problem they have solved, maybe water recycling or rainwater harvesting, or just having a small group of trees being planted in the names of different teachers on the Teachers' Day. These are the few things that can be done in an innovative way that will enhance the branding of not only the teachers but also the schools, and ultimately the child learns and the planet gets the benefit out of it. Why entrepreneurship in school? Entrepreneurship equals to the mindset, curiosity, creativity, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, resilience, teamwork, leadership. इतने सारे skills हैं entrepreneurship. अगर अगर हम उसको लेते हैं तो इतनी सारी skills we already have covered. It prepares job creators and not just job seekers, जो कि I started in the beginning. It builds confidence and life readiness along with academics. These are the few examples that I wanted to share, and these are the ones taken from the books. ये सारे एग्जाम्पल्स आप बुक में देखेंगे, ये सारा इसके ही बारे में सब श्रवण एंड संजय कुमारन की मैं बात कर रही थी. दे आर द सिबलिंग्स एंड इन सच अ यंग स्टेज age they have been able to to start their own business called Paper and Parcels. रितेश अग्रवाल के बारे में हम सभी को पता है, the OYO that we all might have used sometime or the other in our life. He started, he conceptualized, the idea of this business came to his mind when he was just a teenager. तो इस तरह के बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स हमारे पास पड़े पड़े हैं एंड मिशन लाइफ के जो 75 लाइफस्टाइल एक्शन है उसके साथ अलाइंड है, एसडीजी की मैपिंग करी हुई है. एग्जाम्पल्स, these are the few things that the school will gain out of this particular things. And from my side, that's it. So I've given my number, I've given my coordinates. If you want to get in touch with me, Nitinji, Sukanya, is it
Yes,
fine?
yes,
Are
ma'am.
we done? Do we have any questions? I'm ready to take questions. Otherwise, from my side, it's done.
Yes, ma'am. I think we are over time. We are Baba over.
But I'm very happy that we had such an engaging discussion. I'm very
Yeah.
happy that we have so engaging audience.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Indeed,
Thank you
it
for
was
this.
a very engaging session. I would like to thank all the participants.
Thank you.
And special thanks to you, Sukanya. Closing remarks by you.
Yes, sir.
I will mute all the participants now. Sukanya?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Aarti.
All right. I would like to thank all the participants who were present here. Thank you, Shalini ma'am, for such a wonderful session. I assure everybody we will have further more sessions on this in the coming week and months. I would like to thank on behalf of Goyal Brothers Prakashan to everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good evening. Sukanya, you can end the meeting.